It's MASL soccer today. The Milwaukee Wave hosting Utica City. And a pleasant good afternoon wherever you may be. Tom went along with Wave Hall of Famer Art Kramer, greeting you from Panther Arena, home of the Milwaukee Wave, the MASL on Twitch. Great to have everybody aboard wherever you may be here in the Milwaukee area, the state of Wisconsin, the city of Utica, the state of New York, the United States of America, the North American continent, the planet Earth, the solar system, or worlds beyond. Welcome one and all, especially any alien life forms that might be tuned in today beyond our universe. Potential interplanetary migrants. But we're glad to have everybody here. Tom and Art with you. And should be a good one today, AK. First of 3 meetings this year between the Wave and Utica.
You covered it all, Tom. You covered everywhere possible right there in that opening.
Milwaukee checks in. 2 wins, no losses, 1 overtime loss. 7 points, currently third in the East Division. And Utica right behind them in 4th place. They played 5 matches, 2-3-0 for a total of 6 points. Utica has scored 32, given up 35. Milwaukee is 19-14. And the Wave with it as they move it zone to the left as we look at the action.
As we look at the new kit as well, how about the Wave there in their black shorts, black socks, and combination black and, would you say black and gold, or what is that, Tom? Black and gold, black and yellow?
Black and gold, yeah. I like it. Nice kits. There's,
which I believe you can bid on online. A special New Year's Eve kit they're wearing today, the Milwaukee Wave.
And here come Utica FC moving it the other way. That's Dylan Hundelt. Hundelt, a 30-year-old out of St. Louis, from St. Louis, because his father was a legendary indoor player for the Ambush and the Steamers. Hard to believe Dylan Hundelt was 30. I can still remember when his father, Kevin, was only 30. There's Willie Benihane, Willie B., the goalkeeper for Milwaukee. He's played every minute in the nets so far this year for Coach Giuliano Oliviero's team. Willie B., 2-0-1 like his team is, a 4.29 goals against average, and a 740 save percentage. And he's being opposed by Andrew Coughlin of Utica City FC. Coughlin, a solid keeper, been in this league since it started back in 2014-15, then with the Syracuse Silver Knights, now with Utica since they moved there prior to the 18-19 season. He's played all 5, 2-3-0, a 6.92 goals against average, 683 save percentage.
Tom, as you look at those shorts with the shirt, and you've got the black shirt that kind of meshes in with the shorts, and from a distance, it looks like the shorts are pulled way up high like we used to wear them back in the late 80s.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Pull the shorts way up, and then the bottom of the shorts was way up high as well.
Kind of a retro look, a little bit. I like the combination, though. And again, I would think they're going to generate some pretty good bids online for these things. Just underway here for Milwaukee, no score. First of 3 between these clubs this year. They will also play here on Sunday, February 5th, and then in Utica to wrap up the season series on Sunday, February 19th. Milwaukee leads the all-time series 2-0 with a victory in each venue. Again, these teams were rivals going back to the days when Utica FC used to play in Syracuse as the Silver Knights.
One of those 2 victories was last year, Tom, the Wave with a, 7-6 win?
Diving save there by Willie B. Goal by Derek Huffman with just seconds remaining, breaking the tie and propelling Milwaukee to victory. There's another save by Willie B. Ian Bennett, the Wave's leading scorer, trying to play it out of the back. Ian, again, with that goal-scoring streak on the line, 33 consecutive games, which is a league record. And Art, we thought it was coming to an end the last time out here on December 16th against Kansas City when Ian knocked in an empty net goal with 17 seconds remaining to keep the streak alive.
Yeah, that late goal sealed a 7-5 win for the Wave. 9-7 9-7 win for the Wave.
Shot saved, Benihane, and the rebound off the mark, and then cleared up by Milwaukee. Oh, somebody had a great chance in tight there for Utica, but unluckily for them was unable to put it away.
Just 4 minutes gone, and Utica City all over the Wave here early. Benihane with 3 quality saves already.
Nice clearance there to knock it out of trouble. So Utica creating the first couple of good chances here in the game. There's Marcio matched up against Bo Jelovec, the captain of Utica FC. Jelovec, a veteran out of SUNY Albany. Played for the Albany Great Danes during his college days. Marcio up ahead. And play broken up that time. That's Kyle Crane, the second-year man out of Colorado Springs, getting his first action of the year. Derek Huffman, not available for today's game. He's sitting out due to a one-game league-imposed suspension. And so Crane getting his chance today. Kyle showed some good stuff last year, Art, so he's getting an opportunity today. And hopefully we'll be able to take advantage of it.
Yeah, last year Kyle was used as a target forward to start the season, and later in the season they moved him into the back for a short stint as well. As you said, his first action here 4 games into the season.
Big guy. Certainly can impose his will physically out there. And we're getting a foul called, and this one's going against the Wave. Our officials today are Rich Grady and Kyle Trimble, a couple of veteran officials. And let's see, I believe that's Alex Sanchez called for the foul. Sanchez, the rookie from Chicago. Played in all previous 3 matches for the Wave this year. Stuart Grable, the veteran out of Neenah, Wisconsin, moves it across. Alex Bradley tried to play it up ahead for Sanchez, but he's checked off the play. Utica last playing on Wednesday night at home against the Florida Tropics. That was a barn burner as the Tropics scored late to win that game 10-9, but that was some wide open indoor soccer in that one, Art.
Yeah, it was. It was 4-3 after the first quarter. And actually, out of the 5 games Utica City's played, 2 of their games have been 4-3 after 1 quarter, which was the same score last year when the Wave played Utica City here in Milwaukee. So the trend has been a lot of goals in these games, both for and against Utica City.
City FC still knocking it around in their defensive portion of the field. And now Milwaukee will finally get it back. But bulk of possession so far going to City FC thus far.
We spoke to Coach Everton Moreira before the game of Utica City. He said one of the keys of the game was controlling the tempo, which meant keeping good possession of the ball.
Turning shot by Andre Hain, and Coughlin has to make his first save of the game. There you get a look at Andrew Coughlin, the former star from Syracuse University, who's become an anchor as the goalkeeper for Utica. Corner kick for the Wave as it's put in, and Ian Bennett backheel, and the shot put up into the stands. Goal kick coming, goalkeeper distribution coming for the Utica FC.
There's Andrew Coughlin. He's got a 6.26 goals against average so far this season. Coughlin's a veteran player, been around, good shot stopper, really consistent goalkeeper for Utica City.
One other game going on in the MASL in conjunction with this one, that's in St. Louis, where the Ambush is hosting the Kansas City Comets. So a big Eastern Division clash going on there today. Those 2 teams open the season by splitting a pair of games Thanksgiving weekend.
And unfortunately for Kansas City, they'll be without their player coach Leo Gibson.
Steele, Bennett sets up, Hain, shot, save, rebound! And
that's got to be a foul, no?
Far post, Bennett got wiped out, but they play on. And
and no call, so you can't challenge that because there was no foul called on the play. But that clearly looked like a foul on Bennett in the penalty area.
There's Mario Alvarez, Super Mario out of Western Illinois University. Moves up ahead, and the shot, a goal! LSO Luan Salas Oliveira. Milwaukee leads it 1-0.
Really nice penetrating pass that time by Mario Alvarez to spring Oliveira forward down the left side. Good run by Kyle Crane to the far post to keep the defender honest. And then Coughlin wasn't able to get that left hand up to make a save as Oliveira just ripped one at the far post. Watch once again, you see Bo Yelovach trying to get back, but the shot just had too much pace that time for Coughlin. But credit Alvarez with a great pass forward to set up that man, Luan Oliveira.
And we will take a time with 7:24 left to go, first period. Milwaukee 1, Utica 0. Wave Soccer, MASL on Twitch.
The Ambassador, Milwaukee's landmark Art Deco hotel, is the official hotel of your Milwaukee Wave and the perfect place to meet up with family or friends before or after the game.
Hey, Abby. I see the whole band's here. Are you guys going to take the shuttle down to the game? Yeah. Love it.
Enjoy free parking and shuttle service to and from Panther Arena when you dine before the game. The Ambassador, the official hotel of your Milwaukee Wave.
Utica, again, LSO, Luan Salas Oliveira, his first of the year at 7:36 from Mario Alvarez. So good start for the Wave. Major Arena Soccer League is proud to welcome you to the MASL Soccer on Twitch. Great to have all you fans aboard. And you can get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and on MASL Arena on Twitter. Utica on the attack following the kickoff. Milwaukee able to clear the zone there. And now they will kick it in going the other way.
Wave doing a nice job of blocking shots that time in front of Willie B. Alex Bradley with one of the blocks. You mentioned the MASL on Twitch, Tom, and just looking through the Twitch chat, which you can participate in if you're watching the game. There's a chat there. Seeing that Crunch fan talked about a possible renewed rivalry with the Buffalo franchise and the Cleveland Crunch in the lower league, right? And I guess my only question with that is, if Buffalo plays, if they have a team, are the Pikuzinski brothers going to come back and play Rudy and Randy? I mean, Rudy's got to still be able to play. He's what, 65, 66 years old? He can still go.
You give Rudy a pass near the box, believe me, he can still bury one for you.
The D'Annunzio brothers?
Oh, my goodness. Would that be something, huh? Pikuzinski's and the D'Annunzios. The old Canton Invader reunion.
Something tells me all those guys can still play, and there's got to be a team somewhere in Buffalo that these guys are playing for, huh?
I'm not saying they're playing full field necessarily, Art, but in a smaller venue, boy, you put those guys out there, they are dynamite. That shot rolled in wide. Utica controlling the rebound, but we have a foul called. And I believe it's on that man right there. Take a look one more time. That's Steven Fernandez. Fernandez, a rookie who played a year of college soccer at Iona and then another year at Mercy College in Dobbs Ferry, New Jersey. Foul going to be called on Kyle Crane. Kind of hard to get readjusted to Kyle with hair this year. He was going with the shaved head last season.
I asked you in the warm-up, I said, Tom, because he was wearing number 82, a practice jersey in the warm-up. I go, Tom, who's 82? And like you, I didn't recognize him with the hair.
Now out front, shot blocks. And Utica reload. Again, Milwaukee defense reacting well on that shot by Damon Almazan. Almazan recently signed, playing in just his second game for Utica. Marcio Leite plays it up on the near wing. Racing to get it right there, Alex Sanchez. Nicely done to keep control as he drops it back. And Marcio now will survey the situation. Marcio, one of the greatest players in Wave history, pass deflected. Taken away now, Joey Tavernisi with it. Tavernisi, Il Paisano, longtime veteran player. And he's been a good one. Basically playing in New York, either with Rochester, Syracuse, or Utica. Nate Bordeaux, the veteran out of Rutgers, moves it up. Yelovitz posting up. And they'll back it up to midfield.
You mentioned Marcio being one of the greatest players in Wave history. Certainly Joey Tavernisi, number 27, has been one of the greatest players in both Syracuse and now Utica City FC history.
Joey, originally from New York City, played his college ball at Siena. Andre Hain spinning away from the pressure. Nicely done by Andre as he brings it up. Nice little move there as he plays it up ahead near side. And a foul going to be called as Juan Oliva commits the foul. There you get a look at Oliva, bulky guy. Ecuadorian native who played college ball at Southern Connecticut. And a little bit too much of Sanchez right there. Knocked up ahead, but cleared back. Boy, Henny got away with one there.
Yeah, Gordy Gerson right there had an opportunity. Or was that Segura, number 8? I think it was Gerson. Had a good look, but was unable to put it on target from half field.
Now possible 2-on-1 for City. Back they come. Shot, save! As Benahene stopped Christian Segura. And Hundell trying to spin free for a shot. Top of the area, knocked away. So again, the Milwaukee defense covering up well.
Well, and Willie B. He's been active early, and that was his best save. It was a facial right there. Ooh. Willie B. had the hands down, but that shot got him right between the eyes.
Great save by Willie, but he's feeling it for sure as they go out to check him out. Willie B. in his first year as the primary keeper for the Wave after 3 years with Harrisburg. Rochester, New York native, actually went to Brighton High School in Rochester. And played his college ball at Buffalo State. Trying to
checking the nostril there, checking the nose.
Yeah, that couldn't have felt good, but Willie, of course, like most goalkeepers, a pretty tough customer. You don't get to be a professional goalkeeper by easily getting knocked out, stopping a shot. See,
here's another good look at it right there. And the crowd reacts as they saw that one on the Wisconsin Vision replay.
So hopefully Willie's okay. Little fist bump there with ref Rich Grady.
Yeah, you've got Rich Grady and Kyle Trimble, two of the best indoor soccer referees in the game, working the game today.
Utica will play it in from midfield. Again, the only goal of the game thus far, LSO at 7:36 from Mario Alvarez. That was one of just 2 shots the Wave has had. Utica probably about 6 or 7 at least at this stage. Coughlin will knock it ahead as they play at the near wing. There's Gerson. Gordy, last year with Milwaukee, had 14 goals and 4 assists. His only season with the Wave, but he's been around this league a long time. Talking about G-squared Gordy Gerson, 154 MASL games. He's had 192 goals, 96 assists. So pretty productive. Andre Hain working against Gerson in the far side off the end board in front. Shot the goal! Super Mario Alvarez makes it 2-0.
Well, I'll say it, Tom. I haven't said it my entire broadcasting career, but a Walla Scora! A Walla Scora! That's a first for me saying it. And there's Andre Hayne with a nice ball off the wall to Mario Alvarez, and Alvarez once again, Hayne was working on Gerson that time, and Mario with a good run to the back post.
Mario gets his first of the year, so he's got a goal and an assist already today for his first 2 points of the season. Remember, he missed the first 2 games of the year due to injury, but great to see him getting off to a good start today. Andre Hayne with the assist, his third assist. Andre now with 6 points on the year. He is third on the team in scoring behind Ian Bennett and Derek Huffman with 7 each. Wave trying to see if they can create another chance, but Utica able to break it up. Played up ahead near side, that's Izek Summel chasing down Marcio Leite, who had to make a tough pass across for Benahene. Now knocked away by Utica. Willie B knocks it downfield. And eventually Ian Bennett with it. Finds Stuart Grable in the middle.
Willie B came off his line to try to give Marcio an option, and Marcio took his time playing it across, and he didn't have a good angle to find Willie B.
Ian Bennett coming in on the wing. Ian will move it across. And the play is broken up. He was looking for Alejandro Steinwasser at the far post. Couldn't make the connection. Wave a lot better offensively here in the second part of the first period. The first half was virtually all Utica. Andre Hayne working his way past a double-triple team and eventually broken up. Now, Nilton Andrade, a rookie forward midfielder, able to get it back. Coughlin from the back plays it ahead. Good step up by LSO to get it as the Wave will play it back to midfield. Marcio up for Andre Hayne. Trying to work against the defender, Ricky Alves. Marcio off the inboard, looking in front for Ben Raymond, a former member of Utica FC, playing against Utica for the first time. This is his first year with Milwaukee after 3 previous seasons with Utica. And at midfield, Raymond checked off the play, but a little bit too much body there, and foul going to be called against Utica. There's a look at Ben Raymond. Brother John works in the MASL front office. So that's a pure soccer family, the Raymonds. And that's going to be a foul right there.
Oh, and very fortunate that time for the Wave that they didn't get 2 minutes.
The Squid was looking at resting his tentacles for a couple in the penalty box there. Unfortunately, as you said, Art, they did not pull the card. Yelovets trying to get away from Bradley. He does! Shot just above the frame. Good strike there by Yelovets. He almost had one. Final 15 of the first period.
And Utica City with a much higher quantity of shots, but the Wave have the only 2 on the scoreboard.
This one launched downfield, and Coughlin will field it. That'll do it. So again, Utica with most of the possession and shots in the first period, but Milwaukee with the only 2 goals, including this one right here from Mario Alvarez that made it 2-0. We'll take a break, come back with the second period. This is Wave Soccer MASL on Twitch.
A new coffee and cocktails experience is waiting for you on the campus of Ballpark Commons in Franklin. Blend coffee and cocktails, offering a unique take on the coffee house experience. Coffee house by day, cocktail lounge by night, with a delicious breakfast and dinner menu. Learn more and start your order at blendcc.com. Calling all bartenders, baristas, and mixologists. Rock Ventures is hiring. If you're looking to make some extra money, start training now and be set for the summer. Learn more at rockventures.org. That's
Tom, what number Sanchez?
80.
Okay, thanks.
And Nunez is 29.
Nunez 29.
Yeah.
Located in Franklin, Wisconsin.
I know all these new guys, man.
Lots of new guys. Yeah, they sure are.
15 minutes from downtown Milwaukee. Ballpark Commons in Franklin spans over 300 acres and is the premier sports and entertainment destination in our
How's that?
region. From the Milwaukee Milkmen professional baseball team to the Marsh Performance Center, Lux Golf Bays, and even more.
Yeah, PA I'm only turning up when we're strictly PA because it's too loud otherwise. But FX will keep up at least a little bit here.
Because the programs that help make a difference in Milwaukee County. We love that you love to make a difference in people's lives. Please accept this as Educators Credit Union prize package.
Stuff your face, Milwaukee. Doghouse Ballpark Commons open soon. And we're hiring. Learn more at rockventures.org. That's rocventures.org.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for shopping today.
Thanks for doing business with us.
Thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for coming again.
Thank you. 2 simple words that convey appreciation and gratitude. At Educators Credit Union, our member loyalty program puts action behind the words thank you by rewarding members with cash just for using their accounts with us. It's our way of truly saying thank you. Join today at ecu.com.
Get ready to tee off like you never have before. Now open on the campus of Ballpark Commons, Lux Golf Bays, a high-tech driving range with 57 golf bays on 3 stories, overlooking a 250-yard-long turf range with Doppler technology. A second-floor indoor event space for your private event or group outing. Also a heated, covered beer garden, along with 2 brand-new restaurants. Become a member, learn more, and plan your event at luxgolfbays.com.
Getting ready for the start of the second period. 2-0 Milwaukee leading Utica. Tom went along with Wave Hall of Famer Art Kramer, greeting you here on the 29th New Year's Eve Day game here for the Milwaukee Wave. 25th consecutive year they've hosted one on New Year's Day. Milwaukee is 19-9 in those contests, so they've got a pretty good record. Although had a 4-game New Year's Eve winning streak stopped last year when they lost 6-5 to the Kansas City Comets. Utica with it. They go right front, take it away. Javi Steinwasser walking in. Shot above the frame.
It looked like he had Coughlin beat that time, Tom, and just fired it high.
Had Ian Bennett just to his right at the top of the box. But again, good shot, good look by Javi. Meanwhile, Utica has just scored for St. Louis, and it's 2-1 ambush late in the first period against Kansas City down at Family Arena in St. Charles. Shot block. One other game will be taking place a little bit later on tonight as Dallas will go to Mesquite to take on the Outlaws. Outlaws had a big 9-6 victory, 8-6 victory over the Sidekicks the other night in Dallas. Dallas was the home team. They actually play their home games at the Credit Union of Texas Event Center in Allen. Yelovitz trying to turn at the line, getting harassed there, but he'll play it back out. Now they move it across Gerson. To the near corner as, again, Yelovitz controlling there. Kyle Crane trying to track down his marker. That's Cesar Correa out of midfield. Coughlin moves up and fires a shot. Now, you don't see the keeper get into the offensive attack too much before the fourth quarter these days, Art, but Coughlin with a pretty good look there.
Well, Andrew Coughlin that time saying, come on guys, if you can't score, I'm going to go forward and try to score for me. Help me out here.
Taking matters into his own hands. Well, it hasn't been for lack of possession for the Utica team thus far, but
no, thus far they've played pretty well. Their problem is really what has been their problem defensively all year, is that's losing track of runners in the defensive third. You saw it against Florida in the last 2 games where they gave up 19 total goals in 2 games. And then already here in the first quarter was 2 goals that just not being aware of men off the ball.
Alex Bradley up to Ian Bennett. Ian again with that 33-game goal-scoring streak on the line. We'll see if he can keep it going today. It came right down to the end last time. 17 seconds when he put one in the empty net against Kansas City as Willie B launches this one out of play.
And when we talked to Everton, the Utica City coach, before the game, he alluded to that fact that these defensive mistakes are fixable mistakes, that they've talked about it, but once again, without a lot of training between these games in Florida and then today, it's hard to correct mistakes that you just had in a game. Got to work on that in training.
Javi Steinwasser touches it for his brother Alejandro, but Utica comes away with it. Here's Amazon, stopping as he comes across the line. Sends one in, and eventually, nice little backheel flick to get it out of the zone by Milwaukee. Alex Bradley with it. Alex, a veteran out of Loras University in Dubuque. Coming in, Steinwasser shot, save made. Coughlin, good stop there after Andre Hain had laid it off to Javi. Bradley steps up at midfield trying to play it, and he's going to get called for the foul. There you get a look at Alex, now in his 4th season with Milwaukee. British native. Played 1 year in Cedar Rapids before getting acquired by the Wave, and he helped the Wave win a championship his first year in Milwaukee back in 18-19. And now he'll chest it back to Willie B. Alex, who came to the Wave as a forward, but has primarily been a defender his last couple seasons. Tried to play it out of the zone. Eventually they do get it up. Here's Bennett. Ian slaloming between a couple of defenders. 39-year-old out of Hamilton, Ontario. The ageless Ian Bennett. 39 going on 29. The all-time leading goal scorer in MASL history. Giveaway there. And walking in, and the shot save, Willie B!
Willie B has been sharp early. That time a nice save on Gordy Gerson after Marcio gave it away in his own zone.
So Willie B again coming up big for the Wave.
I should say he gave it away in his own half of the field.
Yelovitz tried to touch it off. Wave breaks it up. LSO sends it up ahead. Nice move at midfield. Coming in. Here's LSO. Shot save. Coughlin. Big stop there by Andrew Coughlin.
Both goalies coming up big. One at one end, one at the other.
Wave keeping the upfield pressure on. Oliva able to touch it across. He gets it back, now plays it at midfield. There's Isaac Somo. Somo grew up in the shadow of the Adirondack Bank Center and eventually became a star at Mohawk Community College. There's a shot just missing there. Good look. Utica's getting some good opportunities here, but they've been thwarted either by some good goalkeeping, shot blocks, or being off target. Too many men now going to be called against Utica, and this will be our first penalty of the contest. It comes at 5:33 of the second period. So the Wave will go on the power play. First power play for either team here. As you see, they talk things over with the official, Rich Grady. That call's usually made by the official in the box.
You see the Utica City captain, Bo Yellowbach, there, not agreeing with the too many men on the field.
So we'll see who goes over to serve it for Utica.
Looks like Kid Dynamite Gordy Gerson, number 3, is going to go over and serve the penalty.
And let's see if the Wave can take advantage, already leading it.
Utica City's going to challenge this. The problem with that, Tom, is typically you're not going to have a good look with a replay whether there was too many men on the field, because the camera angles are not going to cover the entirety of the field. So while Everton may know it wasn't too many men on the field, I'm doubtful that the replay is going to show you whether there was too many men on the field. That's a tough one to challenge.
Well, if there's no repercussions from challenging, then
Well, but the repercussion in this one is there's still 9:27 left in the second quarter, and now if it's an unsuccessful challenge, or even if it's a successful challenge, Utica City is out of challenges. So, I mean,
I guess so, but certainly not like in the NHL where you challenge something, and if you're unsuccessful, it turns out to be a 2-minute penalty.
I would say, though, with all the calls this year with the contact above the shoulder, of all the calls that have been overturned in this league, this challenge to me is not a high percentage challenge, and I don't think it's one that they're going to win, which is two things. And I understand why he would challenge it. Number one, he believes it wasn't too many men. And number two, being down 2-0, you don't want to go down 3-0 at this stage of the game. But I think there's going to be opportunities in the remainder of this game where he probably would have a better chance to be successful. And here's, Rich Grady and Kyle Trimble, the referees, are over at the penalty box taking a look at it. But like I said, I highly doubt there's going to be a camera view that's going to show there was too many men on the field, but I may be wrong.
Still 2-1, I believe, in St. Louis in that game between the Ambush and the Comets. And again, you also have Mesquite hosting Dallas tonight in the second leg of the North Texas Derby. So they have confirmed that the penalty was too many men, or they didn't see evidence that suggests otherwise.
Yeah,
so
I think that's probably what it is they just didn't see evidence. Kyle Trimble, one of the referees, came over and was speaking with Everton, and if you saw Kyle's reaction right there, he goes, hey, you couldn't see it.
So here comes the Wave, 40% on the power play this year. They're 4 for 10. Utica has killed off 70%. They've stopped 7 of 10 against them. No shorthand goals for Utica, no shorthand goals against for the Wave. In fact, there's only been one shorthand goal in the league this year. I think it was Nacho from Kansas City has it. And a play broken up as Alvarez hustling back. Bordeaux with a shot, and he almost had the second shorthand goal of the league.
I was going to say, Tom, announcer's jinx right there. You almost did it, as Bordeaux had a good chance there for Utica City to notch one shorthanded.
So the Wave dodging the bullet there. Let's see if they can regroup and possibly create some chances here with the man advantage. 1 minute left to go on the power play for Milwaukee. You've got Leite and Alvarez up top. Bennett, Kane, and LSO down low. Ian Bennett is going to be fouled that time. Either Yelovich or Correa, not really sure. Talking about Cesar Correa, played college ball at St. Xavier in Chicago, near Chicago. That's our old buddy Eddie Vasinic is the coach. Shot wide, rebound, follow! And I believe a handball going to be called against Milwaukee.
Well, going to be called against Andre Hayne. He was set up nicely by Alvarez. He tried to redirect it in front. Watch the redirection here in front. The ball hits on his left foot and then comes up, rides up his body, and hits him in the hand. As a former forward, I know the feeling. You're on your off foot. Ball comes right at you. Looks like one you should finish, and not as easy as it looks.
Raymond getting pressure down here and eventually comes out of it, but a foul going to be called on Milwaukee. Somebody set a screen.
Andre Hayne, I believe they're going to call for a foul. Good opportunity here on the restart, shorthanded for Utica City.
Boy, that did not evolve the way the Wave was hoping to get the ball out of their defensive end with the man advantage. Shot by Tavernisi just wide. And now here's Escuela pushing up. Lays it to the middle. Ian Bennett. Ian walking in with a shot. Cleared off the line. Good defense. It might have been Yelovich who got back to the.
It was Big Bo after Lewan had set up Ian.
Marcio, little step over, fires a shot wide. Bordeaux, top of the area.
Marcio
clears downfield as the man comes out of the box and a shot wide. Will he be Scrambled to cover it up, and the foul going to be called on Gerson. Otherwise, it would have been a goal. It went across the line.
It did go across the line, but that may have been one that they would have wanted to challenge because I'm not sure the referee was going to call it that way. Willie B taking a beating here so far in the first half. Watch him scramble back here. Gerson comes sliding in. And as you said, Willie B then pulled it back with his hand over the line, but they're going to call a foul on Kid Dynamite, Gordy Gerson. Watch this play by Gerson to slide in. Good effort that time for Gordy, but the Kyle Trimble right there calls the foul.
There are a list of happy birthdays today. Great day for a birthday party out here at Panther Arena. Fans seen a very exciting game so far. Always wonder what that would be like to have a New Year's Eve day birthday. And as Andrade comes across the line, foul called. It's going to be Kyle Crane. That's his third. He's got to be careful now. 3 personals in this half. A fourth would equal a blue card and put Utica on the power play.
And I'm sure Coach Giuliano Oliveira and Tenzin Rampa will get Kyle Crane off the field at the next possibility. He stays on.
Coughlin now will drive it into the zone. And a foul going to be called on Tavernisi, handball, I believe. There's Joey not impressed with the call. Former star for the Siena Saints back in his college days.
Yeah, Joey's a guy, not the flashiest of players, but boy, the numbers have been impressive over the years as a goal scorer for Utica City / Syracuse.
And Andre Hain with a foul. I believe that's 3 on Andre now. Kind of an unforced error there to create the foul. Again, Milwaukee a little bit short target-wise with Huffman not available for today's game. 2-0 is our score. Both goals coming in the first period for the Wave, courtesy of LSO and Mario Alvarez. And that play broken up by Segura as the shot comes in wide. Nice play there by the Squid. Here he comes down the right side. The rookie out of UW Milwaukee and Whitefish Bay High School plays it square. Sanchez will fire a shot, blocked. Digs it out of the corner. And still pressuring, but eventually Coughlin covers up.
Good work that time by the 2 young guns, Sean Escueda and Alex Sanchez.
Dylan Hundelt played the last couple of years in Harrisburg, up to midfield. Nice job by Grable to knock it away. LSO moving it up. Little flick to his left. Ball driven in off the end board. And the redirection attempt. Alvarez just missing there. Bradley will track it down. Plays it across for Willie B. And eventually got it up to midfield. Nice job by Alex Steinwasser coming in, but unfortunately could not make the shot. And a foul going to be called at midfield as Isaac Somo drew that foul. Grable called for it. There's a look at Stewart, former star at Neenah High School and UWGB. Still trying to get used to that new hair look he's got this season.
And there you see the foul by Grable on Somo.
Well, I got to say, Art, the pace of the game does not belie this score.
That's been
for sure.
Very entertaining. Not a lot of goals, but certainly a good pace up and down the field by both squads.
And Utica gets it back. Willie B will step out. He couldn't clear, and here's an easy goal for the Elements.
Yep. Willie B got caught chasing around a little bit too much that time and got caught out of position, which led to the tap in by Yelovach. See right there, Willie B tried to challenge at the corner of the box. He had Alex Bradley, the defender, right there. right there. Found himself in no man's land.
So we'll take a break. 4:26 left to go first half. 2-1 Milwaukee. This is Wave Soccer, MASL on Twitch.
The holidays are right around the corner, and the Milwaukee Milkman ticket and gift package makes the perfect gift. Learn more and see what's available at MilwaukeeMilkman.com.
.26 left to go here in the first period. 2-1 Milwaukee leads it, but Utica with the momentum from the most recent goal. Mo Yelovit with his third of the season. Nilton Andrade with the assist. And for Andrade, the rookie out of Cape Verde. They got 3 Cape Verde natives on this team, Art, which, I don't know, got to be a first. I can't recall anybody from Cape Verde ever playing in the MASL before. But anyway.
That area has some really good youth soccer programs, by the way. So I can see where there's going to be some quality players coming out of that area.
That's Andrade's 4th assist. He's got 8 points, 4 goals, 4 assists in 6 games. So I would say a strong candidate for Rookie of the Year already. Again, he and his other compatriots from the Cape, and at least 1 or 2 other guys, we pretty much came up in the Boston area. That's
right.
That's the connection there. And Everton has been able to bring these guys in, and they've been pretty impressive so far. Wave puts it back in play. They go left to right as we look at the action. As we come down the stretch here in the first half, Ben Raymond near side. Ian Bennett rolls a shot or pass in that's cleared out. Ian gets it back. Javi with a back heel, but that was broken up. However, Milwaukee regains the possession. Mario Alvarez out of Aurora, Illinois, and Western Illinois University. Now in his 3rd season with Milwaukee. Broke in originally with the old Chicago Mustangs, did Mario Alvarez. Not too many of those original Mustangs left in the league these days. Last time they played in the league was the 16-17 season. LSO against Tavernese. Off the end board, cleared out. Milwaukee will track it down and reload again in midfield.
3 minutes, 3.
Wave will be playing in St. Louis for their next contest. That'll be coming up a week from today, Saturday, January 7th, against the Ambush at Family Arena in St. Charles. 7 p.m. game, and then their next home game here on Friday the 13th, which hopefully will be a lucky night for Milwaukee when they host the Monterey Flash. Go to MilwaukeeWave.com for tickets and info. MilwaukeeWave.com, your source for everything Wave.
Monterey, one of the 2 Mexican teams in the MASL, and both Mexican teams look very strong this season. Monterey and Chihuahua. Saw Monterey beat Kansas City the other night, and Chihuahua put a thumping on Florida last night.
Yes, they did. I like Steinwasser going to call for the foul there. Check it out one more time on a Wisconsin Vision Instant Replay. Pretty close.
Utica City with a high volume of restarts here in the first half.
Gerson will go far post. What a look there. Shot in the goal. Easy tap in. as Joey Tavernese puts it away. We are back to even at 2 apiece.
Well, you called it a good look that time by Gerson. He faked like he was going to pass square across, and the Wave, Stuart Grable, you saw bid out. Look at Grable's reaction. Grable right that time. He and the wall got caught a little high, but the two back defenders, one of those defenders, I believe, Alex Bradley, should have been marking Tavernese at the far post. I'd have to look at it again, but good deception that time by Gordy Gerson.
Il Paisano, Joey Tavernese gets his 5th of the year.
Yeah, and Gerson, who's been primarily a goal scorer throughout his career, already has picked up 5 assists in just his 6th game this year for Utica City.
Yeah, that's very impressive for Gordy. Takeaway here. Javi trying to come 2-1, and he is dumped from behind, and they play on as Correa took him down, but they play on.
I thought that was clean. Good recovery run that time by Cesar Correa.
And we get a whistle. Foul called against the Wave. So the fans who were a little bit upset with no call now get a little more upset after the call. But I agree with you. I thought the play by Correa was pretty good. Eddie Vucinic would have been proud of him making that play there.
Cesar Correa is a good defender, not necessarily going to get a lot of goals. Doesn't have a point so far on the season, but does a pretty nice job staying home in the back.
Bennett trying to get it back, but Alba able to maintain the possession. Alba's got some lower bulk to him that gives him pretty good leverage out there. Yelovitz turns, shot blocked. Off the inboard, sneaks through. And Utica has come back with 3 straight goals to take the lead.
Well, unlucky that time for Willie B. He didn't seal off the near post. And that time the ball comes off the near wall and then off Willie B's back and in behind him. Watch him right there. This happen every once in a while, but you'll get a better look at this one. Watch Willie B here at the near post. Just a little bit off his line. And that ball hits off the back wall, off his back side, and then into the back of the net. One more time right here. 1, 2, 3, a little ricochet off the wall and off his back.
And just like that, Utica has taken its first lead of the contest. Wave scored the first 2 goals in the first period. Utica has all 3 here in the second. And a whistle as Alvarez's shot came, and we got a blue card displayed as somebody got wiped out in the goal.
Wow.
And I believe they're going to give a PK here as Alex Steinwasser got wasted there by Ricky Alves.
Yeah, Ricky Alves, it's only his 2nd game for Utica City. Was brought in to really solidify the back line. Number 20, Ricky Alves. Ricky had a goal and assist in his first game against Florida. Big physical defender, that time a little bit too physical in his own penalty area. Here we can see it one more time, right there.
Oh.
Well, he's trying to use his body there.
Well, Everton told us he was a physical player. I'm sure that's one of the reasons why he likes him.
Well, and as we talked about, Tom, you see Bo Yelovitz not happy with the call. Now he's going to get a yellow card for arguing. Not happy, but guess what? You're out of challenges. You're out of challenges, so you can't challenge that call. And the replay gave you a nice look, and you might have had an opportunity for that call to be overturned.
So it's a dissent call there against Yelovitz. All this happening at 14:10. A penalty kick coming up for Milwaukee to try to tie the score. And I got a pretty good idea who's going to take the attempt.
Well, we know that Ian Bennett takes their penalty kicks. He's got a chance to keep that goal-scoring streak alive.
So we will keep it right here for now.
And the officials are gonna look at the replay here. They have the ability to do that on any close calls.
So
from the replay that we saw, Tom, I don't believe they'll overturn it because I think it was a foul.
That sure looked like it on the views that we had, but we will reserve judgment for the officials pending their review. Juan Alava getting his first goal of the year at 13:54 to put Utica in front. Bo Jelovic with the assist, so Jelovic's got a goal and an assist thus far today. Jelovic's in his career now spanning 151 regular season games in the MASL, 86 goals, 85 assists for the Utica team captain. So he's had a pretty productive career for Utica. Was with the Syracuse Solar Knights before that. Second assist on the season for Bo. So as it stands right now, the Wave would have a penalty kick attempt to potentially tie this thing up.
A blue card and a yellow card.
So a blue card to Ricky Alvis, number 20. You see him stand next to Bo Jelovic, who picked up the 5-minute yellow card. Now, if Coughlin is able to stop, we believe it's going to be Ian Bennett on the PK, then the Wave would continue to have a power play, which of course would carry over to the third period if they do not score before the end of this half. Again, only the third meeting ever between these teams since Utica assumed their identity in 2018-19.
13 serves 5+.
And now Gordy Gerson also joining Jelovic's and Ricky Alvis in the box. So they're having quite a New Year's Eve party over there in the Utica penalty box. Not sure exactly why Gerson had to go over there. All right, here we go. Ian Bennett with the goal scoring streak on the line. Here he comes. Save Coughlin! Power play for Milwaukee. Still looking for the tying goal. LSO. Shot, save, Coughlin. Great save to the near post.
Two good saves by Coughlin. One to the right on Bennett's penalty kick, and then to the left on Luan Oliveira.
Drop ball. LSO able to gain control. Now Marcio with it. Pushing to the right. They set it up. Bennett with a shot to goal! There it is! Ian Bennett ties it up at 3 apiece, and the streak lives on at 34 straight games.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, and that time Ian Bennett made no mistake. Look at the little back redirection that time by Andre Hain, the big man, to find Bennett. Started with Luan out of the corner, LSO, and a great little one-touch flick that time by Andre Hain.
Andre with his second assist of the night. He's got 4 on the year and a total of 7 points overall. Ian Bennett with his 6th goal of the year.
I-26 with a little bingo that time, Tom.
Absolutely.
And by the way, New Year's Eve, Potawatomi Bingo is returning today for the first time in 3 years. So very apropos by Ian Bennett, I-26.
Well, if the Wave wins tonight, I think we almost have to go over there, right, to check it out.
but not to play bingo. There's only an afternoon session, Tom. It's not
unlucky. Now, Potawatomi Bingo Casino is only about 2 miles away from here. And that'll do it for the first half. Well, an exciting first half. Tied at 3. We got a barn burner going here today, AK. There's Willie Benahani, who did some nice work in the first half to keep Utica at bay. There's the goal by Ian Bennett to tie it up. And, boy, you talk about one of the reasons why Ian has been such a great goal scorer. The all-time leading goal scorer in MASL history now with 343 goals in 163 regular season games. So he's averaging more than 2 goals per game in his 9-year career. Most guys couldn't even do that for a season. But anyway, shrugs off, getting stopped on the PK, and comes back to score on the power play. So we'll get ready to send it down to Van McNeil and head coach Giuliano Oliviero.
I'm interested to see what you're going to say here about this first half here.
You know what? We got off to a good start. You can see that we've been off for a couple weeks, and we're not as sharp as we usually are, but we're 3-3, and usually our second halves are a lot stronger than our first halves. And we got a great crowd, wishing everyone a safe, healthy, and happy new year. Anyone watching on Twitch, along with the commentary of Art Kramer and Tom Wynn, happy new year.
I got to ask the second half mentality. What are you going to tell the guys here?
You know what? We got a team that's playing with a lot of urgency. They got a lot of good positive energy. They're coming off a game 3 nights ago, and they seem to be in a little bit more rhythm than us, and we're right there. And I think we've caught up to the speed of the game, and now we've got to come out and do a little bit more.
All right, we'll let you get back to the locker room. Head coach of your Milwaukee Wave, Giuliano Oliviero, and our Midwest Orthopedic Specialty Hospital Coach's Corner. You're watching MASL Soccer live on Twitch.
Shoot! He scores!
This is MASL at the half. What's going on, everyone? I'm Alex Bastianvansky. Great to see you again. Hope you're loving the contest so far. Tons of stuff going on in the league at the moment. Let's take a look at the latest.
Here's Reggett with it. Reggett moves in. Shot, goal! A costly turnover in the Baltimore defensive third.
It was mistakes like that that cost the Blast last week. They were in Florida for the only 2 games on the league calendar. Zach Reggett had 2 tallies, and the Tropics rolled to a 7-3 victory in the second encounter on the 23rd. But 2 days previous, it was a different story. Baltimore was trying to snap a 3-game losing skid, and the 2 teams slugged it out like a couple of prize fighters. Back and forth they went. Regulation time solved nothing, so they needed a shootout to determine the winner. Max Ferdinand made it 1-1 with that shot. Zach Reggett couldn't follow suit, though, blasting it over top of the bar right there. So it was up to Lucas Roque. He sealed the deal, and tempers flared at the end of the contest with lots of trash talking going on. That rivalry is alive and well out east. Baltimore took it 5-4 to hand the Tropics their first loss of the season. Let's take a look at who was hot last week. Moises Gonzalez was a big signing for the Blast in the offseason, but was scoring at just a point per game pace until last week, well off his typical production. Well, against the Tropics, he came alive with 4 points over 2 games, helping them to snap that losing skid with the win in the first contest in Florida. And Drew Ruggles just continues to absolutely torch the opposition with the Tropics. The defender has been on fire to start the season, and he had a hat trick on the 23rd in the Florida win. 4 points total in the game for Drew, who's one of the top scorers in the MASL so far this season. Speaking of which, let's take a look at your scoring leaders. Roque retakes the lead, followed by Sosa and Souza of KC. And then it's those 2 Tropics teammates, Drew Ruggles and Victor Pereras, rounding out your top 5. Some big news. The MASL recently held its first ever college draft, and the first ever first overall pick, that's a lot of firsts, was Ryan Betcher. He most recently played for the University of Maryland, Baltimore County. There's a look at the top 5 picks. All 14 teams participated in the draft, which was spread over 3 rounds. 42 players were taken overall. To see all the results, head to the league's official website, maslsoccer.com. And upcoming games to tell you about as we get into the new year: Florida at Empire, Harrisburg and Florida on the 6th, Empire at Baltimore, Tacoma at KC, Mesquite at Utica. San Diego heads to Big D to take on the Sidekicks. Milwaukee's in St. Louis, Empire at Utica, Harrisburg at Florida, and the Battle of Mexico resumes as Chihuahua visits the Flash in Monterey. Finally, Dallas in San Diego to take on the 2-time defending champions. Yeah, and just remember that even if you can't be there live at the game, in the stands, fret not, you can still catch every single MASL contest live on Twitch. Enjoy the rest of the game, everyone. We'll see you next time.
He's still going. There's 32 seconds left in the match. It's Mendez. Save! Pardo again! Wow.
Well, the big ones at the end from Boris Pardo. The whole sequence. There's going to be a couple.
Back to Gonzalez. Crosses Macias. Open space. He'll shoot. Save! Diving Pardo!
3 saves in what must have been less than 30 seconds as Mesquite are throwing the kitchen sink and then some towards the net, trying to get that equalizer.
And dishes it off. And there's the crossover there to Perez. Oh, and the shot, Juan Gamboa with a huge kick save. What a beautiful point-blank save by Juan Gamboa, Mr. Sidekick himself.
Monterey Flash will be in Chihuahua to take on the Savage. Oh, great save there by Benaheni. Shot wide off the frame. Bouncer on the follow, and a save made, Willie B.
That's his second great save on Nacho Flores in the last 30 seconds.
Remain to the opener. Now a minute to play. Opening frame, a shot, nice shot from the right foot of Santana, and a beautiful save by Vosvik. Vosvik flashing the skill that Coach Healy told us about last week.
Here's a steal by Oliveira as Taylor Walter Bond did good work. Now in front, Walter Bond shot. Oh! Great save, Coughlin. His best of the night. Point blank try by Taylor Walter Bond is denied.
Steven Gonzalez has it. A shot by Frank, saved by Cortez. And that's the end of the ball game, folks.
Hands down, star of the match for me has to be Pollo Cortez. They just could not get past the formidable gloves of one Pollo Cortez.
Sigue Cortez, toca para Patrullero del Flash de Monterrey, señoras y señores. El remate le rebota a Quique Cáñez y cae el 7-5.
His assistant not here either, as a bicycle kick shot at a goal. Benaheni got a piece of it, but he couldn't keep it out.
That was Lucas Souza, number 7, with a great goal.
Hey, golazo! Goal! Say it! Diego Escoto pummels that thing. Past Eduardo Cortez.
How about that pass from Childs? The gentle cross. Escoto, the leaping celebration after the finish. Que golazo. Indeed.
Scoreline is that one's going to make it all the way down and in. You can't give Ortiz a wide open look at net because he's going to find the back of it time and time again.
Clayson DeLima well off his line as that ball finds the back of the net.
By Sosa, wide rebound, follow, they score!
2 quick ones for the comments, and don't be surprised if we see a timeout here.
And Reggett. Ruggles will take the shot. No, he won't. Pereras will step through, take the shot. Go! Boy, how many times have we seen Victor Pereras do exactly that?
Comes off to Sinclair. Good pass. What a pass. Nacho's got space. Nacho shoots! And Nacho bags another one for the Comets.
What a pretty pass by Odain Sinclair.
Mandó comprar una regadera a vapor.
Uy. El disparo, qué golazo. Golazo de Eric Tobar. Lo tengo que ver de nuevo. Toma la papagolazo.
Huffman turning, shot, it scores! Oh, what a play there by Derek Huffman to put the Wave back on top.
Well, that's fitting. That is fitting. This guy has been the player of the game without a doubt.
Who's one unsung guy on this team that maybe we don't talk about, that doesn't get all the headlines, but you feel is so important to the Sockers?
Absolutely, but I have to give you 2. The first is Mitchell Cardenas. Mitchell Cardenas is the #1 on-ball defender for the San Diego Sockers. And if there's one thing I'd love to see the MASL do a better job of at the end of the year, it's evaluate defender when it comes to MASL Defender of the Year, because a lot of times that is judged solely by people looking at a blocked shot statistic that is kept very inconsistently around the league. You need to look beyond that. You need to be looking at who is shutting down who is able to, on a 1v1 basis, take things down, who is calm under pressure, blocking shots off the line as opposed to just blocking a random shot.
Welcome everybody to Under Review. We take the most debatable plays in the Major Arena Soccer League, hand them over to Ryan Sigich, the Director of Officials for MASL, and we kind of debate which one.
I'm head of officials.
Oh, shut up. What did I call you?
He was one of the greatest, if not the greatest, of all time.
I got the gift from God to play football. If you be in good shape, nobody stop you.
We have some breaking news for you, and it's some sad news. Soccer legend Pele has died at the age of 82.
He was battling sickness for the last couple of years. Brazil in the World Cup paid tribute for him on their last game, trying to give some positive thoughts for him to come out of there. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. But Pelé is a huge icon for Brazilians. Massive take in the culture. Unfortunately, I didn't see him playing. He retired before I even was born. But my dad and my uncles was always telling me about all his endeavors, all his accomplishments as a player, a younger player to win 3 World Cups. So that's just like kind of rooted in our culture. He was a pioneer. He helped to promote the sport, not just in Brazil, but worldwide.
But, you know, it was an inspiration for all of us because at 17, I was in high school, and he was, lifting the World Cup. So it was a big, influence for us that want to be a soccer player, and sad to see him go, but I think Pelé will stay forever.
Yes, it was definitely a very sad day. Definitely the best player of all time. Unfortunately, I was too young. I didn't get to see him play, live. Only heard the stories or saw the videos. But again, I think he made a huge difference, especially in our country and even in soccer. He played he played most of his career in Brazil, but he did come to America to kind of make the sport grow here. And I think that for Brazilians especially, after Pelé, every kid wanted to be the next Pelé. Every kid wanted to win World Cup for Brazil. Every kid wanted to be the best player, the best soccer player out there. So I know Brazil has always loved soccer, but I think he made all the next generations all love the game even more because everybody wanted to be the next Pelé. So it's definitely a sad day. I know our country is definitely sad, but at the same time, we know he's resting now. I know the last few years was very hard for him. He was suffering a lot. But again, it's a sad day, but we appreciate everything he has done, for our country, for soccer, because he's definitely a guy that we all look up to.
Without Pelé, we would not have Neymar, we would not have Messi, we would not have Cristiano. So he put the foundation for those players to be able to come and be what they are nowadays. Back in the day, soccer was a little bit stiff, so Pelé was the first one, the magical one, to create that Ginga, the Brazilian style of playing, and that's how Marcio said, creating the next generation to be the next Pelé. I doubt someone's gonna ever touch or get even close to him, but at least just to give that foundation and the opportunity to grow and get, to high standards, it's fundamental.
Last thing I'll say is that maybe in our society we don't appreciate some of our idols when they're alive. I think Pelé now, unfortunately, after his death, he's gonna get way more recognition and maybe more value now that he's dead. So again, it's a sad day, but I hope I think he's gonna be the person that we're gonna be talking about for the next 100, 200 years. I think as long as soccer is gonna be around, he's always gonna be the reference point.
Eyes require a certain kind of care. As a family-owned optical company for over 40 years, Wisconsin Vision knows firsthand just how important your eyes are. That's why our doctors and staff are highly skilled and passionate in their roles. It's why our centers offer a large selection of eyewear suitable for all lifestyles, and it's why our lens lab is state-of-the-art, conveniently located right here in Wisconsin. Ask about $100 off a complete pair, frame and lenses. Wisconsin Vision. See more.
holidays are right around the corner, and the Milwaukee Milkman ticket and gift package makes the perfect gift. Learn more and see what's available at MilwaukeeMilkman.com.
There's some of the crowd. Season high, 5,542. New Year's Eve day in Milwaukee. It has been rocking, and we had a rocking first half, tied at 3 between the Wave and Utica FC. MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, standings, and in-depth features. Bookmark the page now so you don't miss a note. And you want free mobile service for life? Well, I wouldn't mind having that. Download the Quintus app today and use the promo code MASL. All right, Art, here we go. Start third quarter. Anything we might look forward to here in the second half?
Well, I hope it's the same pace that we saw in the first half, up and down. Both goalkeepers playing very well, making some great saves. Utica City with a nice 3-goal run to take the lead 3-2, and the Wave with the late equalizer by Bennett to keep his goal-scoring streak alive.
Foul going to be called here against Milwaukee. I believe that's Alex Bradley. Again, Rich Grady, Kyle Trimble, our officials, did a pretty good job to keep things under control in the first half. Off the end board, far side! And opportunity, I don't know if somebody got a foot on that defensively or not.
Yeah, Gerson was at the back post. The ball came across his body to his left foot, so a tough angle for Gordy to finish that one off, but a good chance to open up the second half.
Very good chance there. Unfortunately for the Wave, he couldn't convert. Andrade with it now. Milwaukee keeping the pressure. Wave has pretty much had the high pressure on here against Utica throughout this game. Hey, not to Bradley. And now they start to move it upfield. Top of the area. As Andre was looking to lay it off for Bradley, but a good play defensively by Utica to break it up.
Nate Bordeaux, number 4, right there, their captain, with a good read that time to get in the passing lane.
Nice crowd here today. As I said, 5,542. Season high for the Wave. And these fans hoping Milwaukee can pull one out here today. Again, Milwaukee 19-9 when hosting New Year's Eve day games. So they've had some pretty good success on this day, although coming off a 6-5 loss to Kansas City in last year's New Year's Eve day game. Trying to get through Andre Hain. Coughlin pokes it away. Deflected off the official. Hain gets it back. Turning shot. And Coughlin able to cover that one up.
As a former player, coach, and now broadcaster for the Wave, it always is a little sweeter. The party is always a little sweeter when the Wave wins on New Year's Eve.
Andrade coming through, fires a shot up high. Nilton Andrade, already a leading contender for Rookie of the Year. Here's a giveaway here, coming in. Shot save, Willie B! As he took one away from Taranisi there. Meanwhile, whistle behind the play. Foul going to be called against Milwaukee. Check this one out. As Willie B stops Tavernisi for what would have been the go-ahead goal. A lot of good chances, though, early here in the second half for Utica.
Nice playmaking ability that time by Andrade to set up Tavernisi.
Yeah, he looks pretty good thus far in the 2022 season. Willie B's got to battle that one away. And now Milwaukee coming back. Mario Alvarez getting chased from behind, and pass looking up for Bennett, but short of the mark. Isaac Somo now. Isaac, born in Nigeria, but grew up in the Utica area. Not too far from the Adirondack Bank Center where Utica plays their games. Here's Stuart Grable. Stuart trying to work his way past a couple of defenders. Pushed down at midfield. No call on Christian Segura. And back they come the other way. Alava had a shot blocked. He had his first goal of the season in the second quarter. And again, the pace continues rather frantically here to begin the third period. Utica only 2-3, 2-3-0 coming into today's contest. So they're looking to get back to 500. The Wave at 2-0-1. Milwaukee trying to stay undefeated on the home turf where they're 2-0. The iconic black turf of Panther Arena. Almazan got sealed off by Ben Raymond, and eventually will he be able to pick it up? Raymond, who can play anywhere on the field, forward, midfield, or defense. Pass was broken up. Now Almazan trying to spin through Bradley, can't do it. Alex holding off Almazan, who is a very feisty player.
Wave having some difficulty breaking the Utica City pressure right now, coming out of their own half of the field.
Utica with several new players this season. They were really kind of an aging veteran team last year. They finished 10-14-0, just out of the playoff race, but Everton has really injected some new life into the team with the new legs. Still got the core veterans, 6-7 guys who've been around for a long time, but the new rookies who have really given them some legs.
One of those players, number 12, Damon Almazan, right there defending the ball right now. Reminds me a little bit of Antonio Manfoot. Remember Antonio Manfoot, Tom, the former friend, I guess, of LeBron James, isn't that right?
Yeah, both from St. Mary St. Vincent High School in Akron. Antonio's still around with somebody I saw at the beginning of this year. Is it Baltimore, maybe? Anyway,
with the blonde hair and the size, kind of reminds me of him.
Hayne will lay it back. The Squid will tee one up, that one high. Javi Steinwasser trying to get it in the middle. Hayne. And cleared out to midfield by Tavernese. And Milwaukee will reload. Now Ian Bennett. Ian scoring on a PK late in the first half to tie it up at 3. LSO moving around near side, shot and a goal! And was it Bennett who deflected in? Anyway, goal for Milwaukee. Wave leads it 4-3.
Well, it was either LSO or Bennett at the far post, but that time Dylan Hundell, number 9, right there, got to take away LSO's left foot. And that time, Hundell overplayed him a little bit. You see Gordy Gerson complaining for a handball, but unfortunately for Utica City, they don't have any challenges left. Right there, possible handball on Bennett at the far post. Well, take one more look at it here, Tom. Oh, it looked like it came off his chest and in. So looks like Bennett will get credit for that goal.
Second of the night, his 7th of the season. He is among the league's goal-scoring leaders. Lucas Roque from Baltimore leads with 12. IB 26 with another bingo. And the Wave back on top at 4-3. Right back to come after the kickoff. Shot and a goal! The big bird, Kyle Crane. And Milwaukee leads 5-3.
Well, not a good stretch here for Utica City. They give it away right off the kickoff. That might have been Hundell again who gave it away in his own zone. And the Wave, Kyle Crane, making Utica City pay.
Kyle, who had 5 goals, 2 assists in 19 games last year, making his season debut here tonight.
Yeah, it was Hundell again that time. First got beat on the first goal when LSO skinned him off the dribble. That time, that pass a little short that time, and Crane made him pay.
And as they come right back after this kickoff, we get a penalty called on Utica, and the Wave will go on the power play. And is this going to be a red card on Ricky Alvis?
That looks like blue, and then, yeah, that's
his 3rd blue card. So Ricky Alvis is going to be through for the rest of the afternoon, I believe. This coming at 6:26.
And there you see Alvis that time grabbing Steinwasser around the waist. which is where the card comes out, and this being his third time penalty. I thought that was only his second time penalty, Tom, but they're saying it's his third. I know he's got the 2 blue cards. Did he pick up a dissent as well?
I believe he must have in that last sequence that resulted in the PK late in the first half. That's the only thing I can think of. Let's double check the summary here if we can. By the way, they are underway in the second half now in St. Louis. Tied at 3 with the Comets and the ambush.
Yeah, it may be his third blue card. I've only recalled 2, but.
All right, Wave on the power play. Milwaukee has scored twice here early in the third period to take a 5-3 lead. Hain, Bennett, Leite, Alvarez.
And just a nightmare 30-second stretch that time for Utica City. Up to that point, has played very well.
Mario steps in with a shot, just wide, rebound. LSO with the shot knocked down. Alvarez gets it back. Mario with a shot just above the frame. And the Wave reloads, some good chances that time. Bennett with a shot blocked out of bounds. It will be a virtual corner kick for Milwaukee. And we have our immediate timeout, so we'll take a break, come back. Wave will still be on the power play. It's Milwaukee 5, Utica 3. This is Wave Soccer, MASL on Twitch.
Get ready to stuff your face, Milwaukee. Doghouse Ballpark Commons open soon. And we're hiring. Learn more at rockventures.org. That's rocventures.org.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for shopping today.
Thanks for doing business with us.
Thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for coming again.
Thank you. 2 simple words that convey appreciation and gratitude. At Educators Credit Union, our member loyalty program puts action behind the words thank you by rewarding members with cash just for using their accounts with us. It's our way of truly saying thank you. Join today at ECU.com.
Get ready.
I'm back with Milwaukee still on the power play, leading it 5-3 with 7:56 left to go in the third period. Anyway, we're trying to sort it out about Ricky Alves getting 3 blue cards that equals a red card. Picked up an additional 2 somewhere along the line, but anyway, he's through for the day. All right, Wave with the power play restart. They move it across, and the header down by the feet of Ian Bennett broken up. Andre Hain gets it back. Wave 1 for 2 in the power play so far today. 5 for 12 this year. Utica has killed off 8 of 12. LSO trying to drive it across. Knocked away from Hain. LSO still trying to get possession. Eventually Milwaukee does. Penalty time is ticking down. Here's Bennett. Ian, of course, likes to operate out of his office from the left of the goal so he can wheel in with that right foot. Andre, nice pass there. LSO turning shot off the mark. Bennett follow. He scores! 6-3 Milwaukee.
Couple good chances that time. First it was LSO in the center of the box. His shot just wide. Came off the boards right back to IB26. Ian squeezes it through Coughlin's legs right there. It hit his right heel, then off the left heel, and in behind him. Watch again right here. Shot, boom, boom, and in.
Another power play goal for Milwaukee, their second of the game. Bennett with the hat trick today, 8 goals on the season. And LSO assisting on the last 2. IB26 keeping that streak rolling with the 3 goals here today.
And some good work in the offensive zone on the power play by Andre Hain. We've seen it twice already tonight on the power play. The first one was a little back flick for Bennett's first goal, and that time he should get the second assist. They don't give away a second assist, but if they did, Andre Hayne would have gotten that on his ball to LSO.
Only Pete Knezik gets a second assist.
Yeah, that's right.
Speaking of New Year's Eve day games, here comes Milwaukee trying to come back again. And the pass on the near wing of Crane is just a bit too far. Wave is out there flying right now. And a nice sliding tackle there by Javi Steinwasser to clear it away.
Well, it's been Utica City's own undoing, though, Tom. After the first goal by Bennett, a quick giveaway off the kickoff, and then right again after the Wave scored again, another penalty off the kickoff. So 2 kickoffs that Utica City would like to have back.
You get those back-to-back goals within 8 seconds of each other. Bennett from LSO at 6'10", and then Kyle Crane unassisted at 6'18". 8 seconds that Dylan Hundelt probably would not like to dwell on too much. And meanwhile, injured player down for Utica. It looked like there wasn't too much contact on that play where Javi Steinwasser slid out to deflect into the crowd, but on the follow-through, somebody coming up injured for Utica.
Tom, while we have a minute, there was a question on the Twitch chat about the timeouts and why don't they wait till the end of the power play for the timeouts, and you can answer that question on when the timeouts are taken in an MASL game, the official timeouts.
Yeah, anytime after you get below the first 7 minutes, stoppage in play. Now in the NHL, they wait until, if there's a power play going on for immediate timeout, they wait until the power play is completed before they do it, as you saw the injured man coming off the field for Utica. Willie Benahene and the Milwaukee Wave now stake to a 6-3 lead. They are currently on a 4-goal run, going back to that tying power play goal by Bennett late in the first half. 14:43 in the second period, to be exact. Well, one thing you say about Utica is they have been a very entertaining team to watch this year. And here's a shot and a goal, just as we talk about that. G squared, Gordy Gerson, and they're back within 2 at 6-4. But they keep coming at you, Art, no matter what the situation.
They're not going anywhere. And that man, number 3, Gordy Gerson, nice ball off the wall. And that time, Alex Bradley got caught ball watching a little bit. Look at this ball right there. And you see Gordy Gerson squeeze in front of Alex Bradley, number 14, the Wave defender.
5th goal of the season for Gerson. He's got a goal and an assist today, a total of 10 points on the year. Marcio coming right back. Tried to work for 1-2, broken up. And now Utica City will bring it back. So Utica getting some of the momentum back on their side with that goal to make it 6-4.
And stop a 4-goal run from the Wave.
Yelovets will play it back. He gets it back now outside the line. Yelovets with a goal and assist today. Here's Cesar Correa. Cesar, no points on the season for the rookie defender. As Art said, he's not exactly going to be a overly attacking player. Well, he'll take the shot this time. It's wide. Andre couldn't control the rebound. Trouble here. And now foul going to be called on Correa after he initially fanned the shot. And knocked down Steinwasser in the near corner. Here you get a look at the Chicago native, Cesar Correa.
Utica City came into this game, Tom. I'll hold my thought.
Meanwhile, we come back to action the other way. They're going to call foul on Kyle Crane, a 50-50 ball. Kyle was battling for it, and if they don't call that foul, he's walking in all alone against Coughlin.
I was going to say Utica City averaging 6.4 goals per game. That hasn't been their problem. It's been the defensive side. They've given up an average of 7 goals per game on the season. They've allowed 36 through the first 5.
Well, again, a lot of inexperience, especially toward the back, and so that's probably contributed somewhat to their issues back there.
Well, if you go on the MASL website and you look at the score sheets, they're going to show you the game sheet or the score sheet. It lists the players and their positions. Utica City has not had more than 2 defenders listed for any game. And it's like, wait a second, there's got to be more than 2 defenders on this team that are playing in the back. But according to the score sheets, there's no more than 2 defenders in any game. That might be the problem. Maybe they need to get a few more defenders on the field.
Alvarez played it one way, Bennett was going the other. And great tackle at midfield there to stop Hundelt. Body's starting to fly around out there. And a foul going to be called as Marcio trying to show Rich Grady what he did.
And we saw Dylan Hundelt that time, number 9, right there. You just saw him moving away from Bennett. But Dylan, as you said, the son of former indoor soccer star Kevin Hundelt. And Dylan wears the number 9 just like his dad did.
A lot of our younger fans may not have seen his dad, but he was one heck of a player.
Yes, he was.
One of the best defenders in his prime back in the 90s. And foul here, and it's going to be a penalty against the Wave. Correa drawing the penalty.
Stuart Crable from behind that time.
And so Utica will go on the power play for the first time tonight.
Andre Hain, you see right there. Crowd doesn't like it, but I can see from the wrong side, unfortunately. Got to get goal side first and then challenge. Anytime you challenge from behind, and Andre right there takes a swipe at the glass, and hey, big man, that glass doesn't move, so you don't want to be hitting or kicking the glass. As I found out many years ago when I broke my toe kicking the wall.
Yeah, that's probably pretty good policy, I would say,
yes.
from a player's standpoint. All right, so Utica now with the man advantage, chance to get back within 1. Utica just 1 for 7 on the power play, 14% coming into this one. The Wave had killed off 7 of 10 for 70%.
And this has been a problem for Utica City. Last year it was a problem, and so far to start this season has been their lack of production on their power plays.
Bordeaux at the point as he works across Yelovich. Bordeaux, their leading scorer, coming in with 9 points. Wave has kept him off the score sheet so far today. And he'll crank that one up, was leaning back a bit. Bordeaux out of Baldwinsville, New York, which is the same hometown of Ben Raymond from the Milwaukee Wave.
One of the issues for Utica City, Tom, on the power play is they don't have any left footers. And it always helps to have a couple lefties out there on your restarts and power plays. And unfortunately for Utica City, there just aren't any out there on this special teams unit. You look at Florida with all their lefties, the Wave have 2 or 3 good lefties. It really helps in specialty situations. This is one of the areas that Utica City did not do well at last year, and it's carried over so far into this season.
Wave able to play it out to midfield, but Bordeaux reloads. 40 seconds to go on the man advantage for Utica. Segura and Bordeaux out high. And they try to work it back to Tavernese. He got dumped, but coming in and firing the shot in is Bordeaux. Power play goal for Utica. They are back within 1 at 6-5.
Nate Bordeaux, their captain right there, number 4, with a postage stamp that time past Willie B on the power play. Watch it once again right here. Beautiful strike that time. First time by Bordeaux. And Bordeaux offensively is really off to possibly having a career year. You see that time Bennett turning his back instead of making himself tall to block that shot at Bordeaux with his 3rd goal of the season to go along with 7 assists, his 10th point in just 6 games.
All right, we're back to a 1-goal margin for Milwaukee. They scored the first 3 goals here in the second half to go up 6-3, but Utica coming back with a back-to-back goals to make it 6-5 as Willie B got tangled up in front of the goal. A foul going to be called.
Wave players screaming for a 2-minute penalty that time. Let's watch one more time here on the replay. Ball comes right off the boards. Willie B pinned up along the boards.
Gordy Gerson, by the way, had the assist on that goal. And Utica will play this one in. Nate Bordeaux, the veteran out of Rutgers. 153 MASL regular season games. He now has 82 goals, 65 assists.
And Gordy picking up his 6th assist on the season.
Yeah, like you said, he's really become a major playmaker this year after not really being among the league leaders in that category. Coming in 192 goals, 96 assists. So he basically had a 2-to-1 ratio, goals to assists prior to this year. This year he's 1-to-1. Well, this next goal is going to be extremely big in this contest. Bradley moving upfield as he got tangled up, foul going to be called. As Andrade is going to get called for the foul there, Milton Andrade.
A lot of fouls in this game, Tom.
Yeah, Rich Grady, Kyle Trimble having their work cut out for him here, especially in the second half. Intense game here between these two teams. Ian Bennett, shot on goal! IB 26, number 4, and that was a laser.
That was, and a great screen that time in front. I believe it was Andre Hain. It was either he or Steinwasser that provided the screen in front of Coughlin. Little inside-out move that time. Ripped a dipper that time by Ian. Let's see who provided the screen in front. Hard to tell on that one. I believe it was Hain. This will give us a better look at it. Right there, look at that. Andre providing his screen. And when you're 6'4" like Andre Hain, to get out of the way of that one, that was impressive.
His 4th of the game, his 9th of the season. There is only one IB 26, and it's Ian Bennett. So a huge goal for Bennett and the Wave to momentarily quell the momentum of Utica. 7-5. Coming down the stretch here in the 3rd period. Alava eventually knocks it forward. And they'll head it all the way back to Willie B. Willie B's had to climb that ladder a few times.
Almost got his back caught where the boards meet the glass.
Foul called as LSO just barely tipped up by his former teammate Gordy Gerson. Hopefully LSO going to be okay. Gordy Gerson, he has been a key acquisition for Utica. Off to a great start this season. Alvarez serves it down looking for Andre Hain. Between a couple of defenders. Trying to play it off the board.
Looked like Andre had a notion to try a bicycle kick that time, but the Utica player stepped right in his path.
We've seen Andre convert on a couple in his career, including that one in St. Louis a few years ago, which still has to go down as one of the greatest goals of Wave history, in my opinion. 5 seconds left. Now Coughlin going to push forward, and he puts it out and over with half of a second remaining. So
Willie B playing a little game that there with Rich Grady.
So we will go to the 4th. Milwaukee leading by 2. A bomb from Ian Bennett. to make it 7-5. This is Wave Soccer, the MASL on Twitch.
Eyes require a certain kind of care. As a family-owned optical company for over 40 years, Wisconsin Vision knows firsthand just how important your eyes are. That's why our doctors and staff are highly skilled and passionate in their roles. It's why our centers offer a large selection of eyewear suitable for all lifestyles, and it's why our lens lab is state-of-the-art, conveniently located right here in Wisconsin. Ask about $100 off a complete pair, frame and lenses. Wisconsin Vision. See more light.
The Ambassador, Milwaukee's landmark Art Deco hotel, is the official hotel of your Milwaukee Wave and the perfect place to meet up with family or friends before or after the game.
Hey, Abby. I see the whole fam's here. Are you guys going to take the shuttle down to the game? Yeah. Love it.
Enjoy free parking and shuttle service to and from Panther Arena when you dine before the game. The Ambassador, the official hotel of your Milwaukee Wave. Get ready to tee off like you never have before. Now open on the campus of Ballpark Commons, Lux Golf Bays, a high-tech driving range with 57 golf bays on 3 stories, overlooking a 250-yard-long turf range with Doppler technology. A second-floor indoor event space for your private event or group outing. Also a heated, covered beer garden, along with 2 brand-new restaurants. Become a member, learn more, and plan your event at luxgolfbays.com. The holidays are right around the corner, and the Milwaukee Milkman ticket and gift package makes the perfect gift. Learn more and see what's available at MilwaukeeMilkman.com.
We come to the fourth here in Milwaukee. 7-5, the Wave leading the Utica FC. Tom went along with the Wave Hall of Famer Art Kramer. Well, Art, we were anticipating an exciting, high-energy game today. We have certainly seen that thus far.
Yeah, 12 goals, and we've only played 3 quarters. And thankfully for Wave fans, 7 of those 12 have been Milwaukee Wave goals, including, what'd you say, 4 from Ian Bennett?
He's got the quad trick today, and they still may need another goal or 2 for Ian to pull this one out.
Well, remember the Kansas City game just 2 weeks ago, where the Wave had a 6-1 lead and unfortunately could not keep that lead. They were tied at 7 before getting 2 late goals to win that one. So another test here for the Wave with the lead in the fourth quarter to see if they can close this one out.
Wave in the gold and black kits going left to right as we look at the action here to start the fourth period. That one bouncing over the head of Andre Hayne in the corner. Andrew Coughlin comes up with it. Shots on goal through 3, Milwaukee 19 and Utica 18. And held ball up at midfield. I believe this is going to be a drop ball.
Yeah, and this is one you couldn't see on this from this camera where that was held or why it was held, but I've said whoever the player is that's holding it along the board, it should be the other team's ball. This isn't like it's 2 players freezing a puck. I mean, come on. The drop ball when the ball is along the boards has become too much. The players know it, that all they got to do is stand there and put their feet along the thing and that's going to get a whistle. And I think that they need to let these guys play it out of there, get the ball out of there.
Yeah, we talked about it last year. It seemed like we had a dramatic increase in the held balls, the drop balls. So
and at that time, it looked like Gerson had pinned it against the wall. If Gerson pins it against the wall, it should be the other team's ball. And that would be the same if it was a Wave player that had pinned it against the wall.
Coughlin stepped out to clear that one. Back comes Utica FC. So again, the challenge for Milwaukee is, can they hold on to a multiple goal lead in the fourth quarter? They struggled to do so against Kansas City. Looked like they were almost going to collapse at the end, and able to pull it out after KC rallied. Here's a shot and a goal as we talk about it, right down Main Street.
And the Wave thought that ball had gone out of play on the Syracuse bench, but Rich Grady said it hit the little extension right there, and that be loud play to play on.
So unlucky there. Let's see if perhaps the Wave is going to challenge this.
I believe they are. The Wave thinks that that ball went out of bounds. We couldn't see it right there on that replay. We'd have to go back a little further to take a look and see if that ball went out of bounds.
As it stands, Andrade would get credit for the goal from Correa. Meanwhile, in the other game going on in St. Louis, still tight right there, 3-3, late in the third period. So we got a couple of good ones going on here on New Year's Eve day in the MASL, and one more to follow as later on tonight, the Mesquite Outlaws will host the Dallas Sidekicks. Utica will head back home for their next couple of games. They will be hosting Mesquite a week from today. That's January 7th at Utica in a 7 p.m. Eastern time start against the Outlaws. And then back-to-back action for Utica the next day, Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock Eastern time. The Empire Strikers will roll into the Adirondack Bank Center. Wave will next be in action a week from tonight. They'll be in St. Louis to take on the Ambush, and then returning here on Friday the 13th, hopefully a lucky Friday the 13th, against the Monterey Flash. 6:30 game time here at Panther Arena. Go to MilwaukeeWave.com for tickets and info. Well, the goal is going to count, obviously.
And I'm not sure whether that was a Wave challenge or the referees just took a look at that on their own, but either way, Rich Grady was right there and made the initial call that the ball had not gone out of bounds, and after taking a look at it, that call stands.
Alvarez trying to get out of his own zone, really getting some pressure. Mario bumping and banging. Willie B with a behind-the-back pass to get it out of there. Now a chip from midfield is going to be up and over, and again, good pressure by Utica. They have made things difficult for the Wave to get the ball out of their zone at times tonight.
One of the big keys for the Wave here to close this game out is going to be their possession down the stretch. Can they connect 7, 8, 9 passes every time they gain possession?
Andrade, by the way, picks up his 5th goal of the year on the assist from Cesar Correa, who gets his first MASL point at 1:32. That one knocked out of bounds just as it looked like Milwaukee might have a break going forward. Now this crowd of 5,542 has seen quite a game here today.
It's certainly been entertaining, Tom.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And both these teams have been involved in a lot of entertaining games here early in the season. Ian Bennett, he's got 4 goals today. His goal scoring streak now a league record 34. Previous record was 27 by Frank Taillou. Marcio off the inboard. Couldn't get it through to Andre, who was being doubled up. Ian Bennett trying to get it back. And a nice job by Utica to start it back. Bradley will come and get it and drop it back for Willie B. Plays it out on the far wall for Javi Steinwasser. Nice job there by Javi to get around defender. Javi, the Detroit native, pushing up. Cut off top of the area. He's able to send it back in. And
Wave going to get an attacking restart here, top of the arc.
Kyle Crane, looked like he might have taken a knock there. Kyle's had a nice debut today. He's had a goal. He's been active out there for the Wave.
First top of the arc restart. In fact, the Wave have not had many restart opportunities down here in the attacking zone.
Marcio on the approach. He'll play it in a back heel across, shot to goal! Number 5 for Ian, 8-6.
And once again, number 99, Andre Hayne with a beautiful setup that time. He took the initial pass from Marcio and then watched the little soul roll to Bennett, who beats Coughlin for number 5.
Ian with 5 goals today. He had 5 in the first 3 games this season. Boy, this is brilliant. Brilliantly designed and executed play by the Wave.
And you saw the the Utica City defender, number 9, Hundelt, correctly getting back to the back post, but just got there a little bit late to block that shot from Bennett.
So really, the Wave getting its first restart goal on basically its first good restart opportunity. Utica has certainly had the advantage in that category as far as restart chances. Nice little job there by Alex Steinwasser to clear that one out of danger. Utica City does have 1 restart goal today. (8-6) Milwaukee. And now here comes Marcio. Still coming. Fires a shot high and wide. Rebound far side, and Kyle Crane's attempt didn't get much on it, covered up by Coughlin.
Big Kyle couldn't get his feet positioned to take that shot off the glass. First time shot anyway, had to take a touch.
Correa back the other way for Utica. Oh, and LSL stepping in, got an elbow up high, but fortunately only a foul.
Ian Bennett has been the goal-scoring star in this one, but Andre Hayne has been the playmaking star in this one for the Wave.
Andre with 3 assists today. Shot, that one didn't miss by much.
That was your boy Isak Somau.
Isak had a pretty good crank on that one. Yeah, Everton likes him as a player. He played a couple of games last year, and they're bringing him along.
No, Isak has got some really good attacking qualities. He can go at people. You've got to take his right foot away if you're a defender, but we saw against Florida, scored a very nice goal off the dribble. But the problem with Isak is he's got to understand this is a two-way game. You got to come back and put in the defensive work as well.
Nice turn, Andre. Centering pass, shot to goal! Javi sets up Ben Raymond. It's 9-6 Milwaukee.
Well, that's got to feel good for Ben Raymond, the former Utica City player. That time coming forward, another Wallace scorer there.
Check that, Alex Sanchez with the assist.
Sanchez to Raymond, and he beats Coughlin to the ball in front. And once again, Utica City just not tracking runners off the ball. Hurt him against Florida, and it's hurt him again tonight against the Wave.
Ben Raymond's second of the year, also has an assist for 3 points. And Alex Sanchez with his first point as a member of the Wave. You know, that's going to feel good. Nice ball from Alex, played it beautifully off the wall in the corner to Raymond, coming right down Broadway. So the Wave now with back-to-back goals after Utica had made it a 7-6 game. Ooh, here's a dicey pass across, but fortunately, Wave able to clear it. I'll tell you, you play one square from your defensive end, you've got to be 100% certain it's going where you intend it to.
As I watch the games against Florida, and I watch the game here tonight, Utica City, there's no problem with their effort. Their effort is really, really good.
As Guetta under pressure, plays it to the near side. Ian Bennett comes away with it. Here comes Ian, trying to push up for an advantage. Shot and a save. Actually looked like a pass to the near post. And a great play by Coughlin there.
Yeah, their problem is not their effort. Their problem is their defensive lapses. Number one, too much ball watching. Number two, not enough awareness of players off the ball. Number three, poor communication at time. All those things need to be in play defensively to be a good defensive team. And Everton knows that, and he'll get that straightened out.
Now Hain trying to play it off the end board in front. Coughlin save as he stopped Esqueda, who didn't get as much of it as he was hoping.
I mean, look at how many good saves Coughlin has made tonight. He really has. And still, there's 9 on the board against him.
I would say that's every game. You can look up, dial up several great saves that Coughlin has made. And so without his pretty good work in the back there, these guys could be easily giving up 11, 12 goals per game. But like you said, Everton's a good coach. He's been around. He'll get it squared away.
Yeah, they need some training. They need to work on the defensive side of the game in training.
Good restart chance here as Segura will lay it off, and the shot by Bordeaux is blocked. Nice job by Marcio to come out and make the block. Segura sends it back in front. Hit Tavernisi, but he could not redirect it in.
Tavernisi and Gerson both in good position right in front. Good save now by Willie B.
On the stop of Gerson. Marcio got it across, and Milwaukee able to momentarily play it out. Now Yelovitz coming forward. Segura shot and a goal. And eventually Utica does score. They're back within 2 at 9-7.
If you like goals, Tom, you came to the right place. Yelovitz with a nice couple moves to set up Segura, and then Christian Segura beat Willie B to the far post.
Timeout on the field. 7:22 left to go. Wave 9, Utica 7. Wave Soccer, MASL on Twitch.
A new coffee and cocktails experience is waiting for you on the campus of Ballpark Commons in Franklin. Blend coffee and cocktails, offering a unique take on the coffee house experience. Coffee house by day, cocktail lounge by night, with a delicious breakfast and dinner menu. Learn more and start your order at blendcc.com. Calling all bartenders, baristas, and mixologists. Rock Ventures is hiring. If you're looking to make some extra money, you can start training now and be set for the summer. Learn more at rockventures.org. That's ROCVentures.org. Milwaukee's newest mixed-use entertainment district, located in Franklin, Wisconsin, Ballpark Commons is committed to the notion of community creation. Located only 15 minutes from downtown Milwaukee, Ballpark Commons in Franklin spans over 300 acres and is the premier sports and entertainment destination in our region. From the Milwaukee Milkmen professional baseball team to the Mosh Performance Center, Lux Golf Bays, and even more. And we're not done growing yet. Learn all about us and get involved at visitbpc.com.
Join Alex Bastanowski and special guests each week to recap the weekend's games and keep up to date on all the latest news. MASL Monday. And app, card, wallet, Quintus has everything you need to manage your money your way. Visit Quintus.com today to learn more. Well, the last time the Wave played, it was a 9-7 victory over Kansas City right here at Panther Arena. Right now, it's a 9-7 Milwaukee lead over Utica FC with 7:22 to go. And we'll see, Art Kramer, if the Wave can nail this one down.
Well, that official's timeout couldn't have come at a better time for the Wave, because I'm sure Giuliano Oliviero had to tell his players in the huddle, guys, do you want to keep going up and down the field with this team and giving away goals and trading goals, or you want to close this game out and get to the party, man? Let's keep possession and close this out.
Utica with it, they go right to left as we come down the stretch here from Milwaukee. By the way, Kansas City has scored early in the fourth period. They lead it now 4-3 in St. Louis. As Mario Alvarez went down, but they play on. Here's a shot up above the frame. Hain trying to move it out of there. And eventually the Wave clears it to midfield. But Utica keeping the pressure on. And Isaac somehow is tripped down. The foul is called.
Foul on Andre Hain.
That's his first in this half. Again, in the MASL, you get 3 personal fouls in each half. On your 4th, that equals a blue card. The other team goes in the power play. Andrade coming in, and he drives one just wide to the far post. Boy, that kid can make some plays on offense, no question about it. He's got a goal and an assist so far today. The rookie out of Cape Verde.
We got to be impressed with Utica City, having played 2 tough games in Florida just a couple nights ago against the Tropics, and then to travel, come here today, and give this type of effort late, it's been impressive.
You see Coughlin, the goalkeeper, had moved up across midfield. So he's serving as a pseudo 6th attacker, if you will. Got some pretty good skill. Looks like he's the kind of guy who can move up in the field and do pretty well. And he might get a shot attempt here. He does, and it's blocked in the middle. I don't know if Willie B got a piece of that.
It was actually Grable in front of Willie B that blocked that shot. That was Coughlin's 3rd shot of the game. The first 2 weren't on frame. That one might have been headed wide, but Grable right there with the block in front.
It would have been close for sure, and Stewart shaken up a bit after making the block. And hopefully okay. Let's check it out. That'll knock a little wind out of you.
Yes, it will. You saw the delayed reaction there from Grable after he took that one right in the midsection.
So Utica will retain possession. Again, Coughlin with it right there, moving up in the attack. So we got empty net to the right as we face it. No Ian Bennett on the field for Milwaukee. Usually he is the empty net goal hunter. Yelovitz had it deflected away, still controlling. Bordeaux, Coughlin. And we've got almost 5 minutes left in the game. Utica City can be a little bit patient here for now with the 6th attack. Knocked away. Here's the long attempt, but it's cut off at midfield by Bordeaux.
The Wave still has a couple timeouts. Don't be surprised if they take one here defensively to try to get Ian Bennett on the field.
Bouncing ball, Willie B has it. Coughlin, though, quickly retreats. No chance for Willie B to throw it to the empty net. And as you said, Art, Wave is going to take a time. So Coach Giuliano Oliviero will talk things over with his team, leading by 2 with 4:24 left to go. Giuliano, in his 9th season as coach of the Wave, led Milwaukee to the championship back in 2019. And he's put together a very impressive record, 103-49 during that time. Second winningest coach in Wave history aside the legendary Keith Tozer, who now, of course, is commissioner of the MASL. So we'd like to wish the commissioner and everybody else in the MASL front office a very happy and healthy new year ahead. Things looking great for the MASL Art in 2023. And hopefully all the fans on Twitch will keep checking out our games. Better yet, come to a game if you get a chance with Sports Illustrated tickets.
Yeah, and right now there's no sports betting in this league yet. I say there's no sports betting yet. But if there was, Tom, you could be making a good chunk of change betting the over anytime Utica City plays, because their games, other than the 2 games they played against Harrisburg, they have been up and down, high-scoring affairs, entertaining to watch Utica City FC.
Well, a lot of young guys who like to run out there. And no question, a very exciting team for the fans in Utica to follow this season. I think they'll be in the hunt for the playoffs. Top 3 in each conference will qualify, with the 4 and 5 teams staging a 1-game play-in to join the other 3 in each of the conference playoffs. Wave, of course, still trying to keep pace with the Florida Tropics, Kansas City Comets in the East Division. If Milwaukee could secure the 3 points here, that would put them at 10. Comets already have 10 going into today's game at St. Louis, and the Tropics now with 13. Utica City was sitting at 6.
Right, but remember, the Wave would be tied with Kansas City, but how many games in hand do the Wave have?
Four
games in hand. That's potentially 12 points. And with Florida, who lost last night against Chihuahua, the Wave not only keeps pace, but has the ability with the games in hand to move ahead of the Tropics.
We'll see the Tropics in a couple of weeks. Sunday, January 15th, down in Lakeland for a Sunday afternoon game, and then they'll be right back here on Friday, January 20th, to play the Wave, and a foul called on Fernandez as he bumped off.
And that's really the same call they made against Andre Hain at the top of the box earlier in this half, and they gave Andre the 2-minute penalty. But
Andre, who's had a fine game today for Milwaukee, 3 assists on the day. Here's a guy who's had a great game. Ian Bennett looking for goal number 6, and he drives it up high. Ian's individual game record for goals scored is 7. He did that against Chicago Mustangs.
Well, if you were a betting man and talked about sports betting, you'd have to be considering putting a little wager on Bennett to get another one here in the last 33 against the 6th attacker.
Live action betting. Get some pretty good odds on that. There's Ian front and center against Yelovich. Looks like Christian Segura has donned the jersey as the 6th attacker. Utica still very much in this thing, especially if they get the next goal. Yelovich's pass deflected. Milwaukee has struggled a bit against the 6th attacker this year. Remember, Kansas City put in a couple of 6th attacker goals to tie it up last time out here on December 16th. But the Wave eventually pulled it out 9-7. Tavernese drove one across that's headed out of play. And it will be a corner kick or virtual corner kick for the Comets. Willie B in the Wave defense trying to hold the fort here down the stretch. Pass comes in, Tavernese, shot just wide. Oh, he had a good look. LSO trying to play it out of the zone, but eventually Utica gets it back. Tavernese off the end board, turned out, but Segura, the 6th attacker, comes up with it.
I believe the Wave still has one more timeout, Tom. Don't be surprised if they get possession.
Fernandez turning shot was blocked, and it's nudged downfield, but Yelovich will track it down. Boy, this clock is moving slowly from a Milwaukee perspective. LSO to Ian, turns, rolls it down, and this one's going to go just a bit wide.
Ian, you can't see him on the screen, but scratching his head at midfield, saying that should have been number 6.
Ian also scored 6 in a game against Kansas City a couple of years ago. In fact, that's part of this streak that he's got going, included that 6-goal game against the Comets. Bordeaux, turning shot, just barely missing there. Again, Utica getting some decent looks here with the 6th attack. Save, Willie B in the middle. And LSO will serve it out to midfield. Back comes Utica. Save again by Willie B. Segura drives one high. And a handball there against Christian Segura. 1:15 left to go.
Willie B started the game with a lot of great saves, and now here he is late in the 4th quarter, making a number of good saves here to close this out as well.
It looked like the Wave was trying to call timeout, but they didn't get it. Coughlin had come back in. Now he's quickly out as Segura comes back in. Wave has been defending against the 6th attack for about 3 minutes or so. So their legs got to be getting a little bit tired. Basically the same group that's been out there. Down to the final 40 seconds of this match. Wave looking to go 3-0 all time against Utica City. Great save there, Willie B.
after a nice block by LSO out in front before that.
And they'll let this one roll through to Willie B. Willie quickly gets up. He'll take the timeout. Well done there. Wave did have a timeout remaining. Well done by Willie B to use up the time, save this possession.
And look at Ian at the far yellow line, Tom. Hands on his knees. He's exhausted as Willie B dances a little dance here, getting ready for the party to start here on New Year's Eve in Milwaukee.
Well, it's going to be a great night to celebrate for the Wave and its fans.
And
Big
Tom,
win.
I was going to say, Tom, remember when Ian missed the penalty kick early in the game and you were thinking this might not be the day for Ian with his goal scoring streak? Well, here we are. He's got 5. He's got 5.
In the annals of indoor soccer history, Art, how many guys do you think have been stopped on a penalty kick in their first chance of the game and then rebounded 5 guys? I mean, perhaps Steve Jungle might have done it. I can believe he would have done it at some point. But I'll bet it's probably hasn't happened too often, if ever, before.
But does it surprise you? I mean, we've seen this over and over for how many years now? The guy just never stops. 13
with the Wave, 16 overall. He's just been a magnificent, magnificent player. And he gets better with age. That's been the amazing part as well. So Willie Benahane and the Milwaukee Wave getting ready to win their 3rd game of the year in 4 outings and stay undefeated in regulation this year. And get a big win over Utica, one of their division rivals, whom they still have 2 more games left this year. Big win for the Wave on New Year's Eve Day. Willie B. And Milwaukee close it out. Great game today, Art. Very exciting game. 2nd consecutive 9-7 victory for the Wave here at Panther Arena. So, again, maybe not as airtight defensively as we saw the first couple games of the year, but you got the offense to pick up the slack and propel in the victory.
A team that hadn't won through the first 5 games last season, the Wave here with 3 wins and a overtime loss to start the season for 10 points is a great start to this season.
Yeah, what a contrast to last year. 1 point after 4 games last year, 10 after 4 this year. We will be keeping it right here. Get ready for our post-game interview honoring our PCI Construction hardest working player of the game. Milwaukee now 3-0-1, 10 points, having scored 28, given up 21. Utica City now 2-4-0, 6 points. They've scored 39 and given up 44. Wave 3-0-0 at home. Utica 1-3-0 on the road. And there's our next home game coming up Friday the 13th. And hopefully the good luck will be with Milwaukee on that night when they face the Monterey Flash. Go to MilwaukeeWave.com for tickets and info. Be looking forward to that one, Art, says the Flash will flash into town.
Our Professional Construction Incorporated hardest working player of the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know who it is. IB26. Oh my goodness, Ian. Congratulations, a huge win here. That's a close one, huh?
Yeah, honestly, Utica came in, man. They played us tough, man, after playing, I think they had a game, 2 days ago? So, we were off for 2 weeks, so we're kind of a little rusty, but honestly, total team effort, man. The boys played good today, right? Defensively, we got to be sharper, but Man, we put on a show. We put on a show.
This new arsenal of young guys that has really given the veteran players, I don't want to say an alertness, but there is certainly some passion here at practice.
No, you're right. No, they keep us on our toes, man. No, they can play, and it's not even that they're just young. They got a ton of quality, man, and they're coachable, right? That's what you're kind of looking for, and they're great men. So I'm so excited, man. We're like, Wave Soccer's back, man. I'm very excited, and hopefully we can keep it going.
And then what can you say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goals tonight? You animal.
Yeah, I got mad at myself. I think I missed the PK. It was a great save, but no, honestly, I didn't think I needed 5 to win it. But you know what? I do what I got to do to help the team win, man, because that's all it's about, right? Getting those W's, keep working, keep impressing people, keep showing that we're the franchise and doing things right, you know what I mean? It's New Year's, baby.
Yeah, you got to set that tone for the new year. Onward and upward, eyes on the cup.
Yeah, definitely, man. Honestly, I just want to thank all the fans, my family, everybody, the owners, Mike, Dan, Keith Tozer, man. He's doing a good job, man. Hey, we're looking good. Soccer is back. Indoor soccer is back, and let's keep it going, baby.
And this man has never gone anywhere. Your PCI hardest working player of the game, number 26, Ian Bennett. Thank you, Ian. Tom and Art, back up to you.